Central Cee Booga. Let's talk about it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It Music Reviews Season 11. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. Guys, we got a pretty good episode for you today. You know, I was wondering, am I going to cover this song? But, you know, we might as well cover it. Central Cee actually dropped a pretty recent song. I mean, this shit dropped like 2 days ago. So I was like, hey, you know what? We might as well check it out. We might as well give it a good review. It's honestly been a while since I talked about Central Cee. I know he dropped his last album, and I did review that album. You know, maybe he's gearing up for another album or something like that. And I'll be real with y'all. You know, my listenability, my listenal enjoyability of Central Cee has definitely been interesting. I mean, there's songs where Central Cee's doing his fucking thing. Then there's songs that kind of go on the basic side of Central Cee, and I'm just kind of, you know, sitting there like, alright, this just sounds like UK drill, you know, and it's just kind of it. So that's definitely something. I mean, Central Cee definitely does deliver the basic-ass drill music. But let's get into this song, guys. We got Booga. This song is not even 2 minutes long, which is fucking insane to drop a song that is like fucking 1 minute 50 seconds. And honestly, it feels like it goes on forever, which is kind of crazy to say. So let's get into this review, guys. Starting off with the beat. I'm going to be real, you know, I really like the bass. I think I like the 808s of this beat, but anything else of this beat, I just don't really enjoy when I'm listening to it. You know, the drums are kind of the same drill format that I've heard for years at this point, and it's just kind of doing that same thing. You know, when you have an instrumental that is kind of just teetering on the lines of just having a drum loop, and that's just kind of it. The only thing that really switches up is that bass line, kind of, you know, switching up throughout the whole entire beat. But I'll be real, this beat kind of stays the same throughout the whole entire song. So you're getting a pretty basic-ass beat, and then you're getting some pretty basic-ass pianos that are, you know, you got that slight piano in there, but it just doesn't really hold the whole beat together, in my opinion. It doesn't hold it together. It doesn't make it stand out. It honestly makes it sound like it's some of the most basic-ass drill beat that I've heard in quite a fucking while. Which is definitely not what I want to be hearing on a Central Cee track. You know, I like it when Central Cee can fuse productions, or he can, you know, go crazy on a beat. My main complaint with Central Cee's music is that this man chooses the most basic-ass drill beats and just calls it a goddamn day. And, you know, I get that sometimes. Sometimes, you know, that same, like, style or sound is just really addicting, and you can't get over that sound. You just want to keep making songs like this. And I get that, but man, you know, we're back in, you know, this is what the UK is in, alright? The UK, for the drill rap scene, is in a moment where they can either do basic-ass drill music, kind of like how we have, you know, in the US, we had a whole piano trap beat craze forever, for like years. It's the same thing with this UK shit, but it's drill beats. But then, you know, the slight switch up is, you know, more R&B or more club production. That's like the only thing that can like switch up or add a little bit something else to the you know, UK drill production. It stays the same format throughout the whole entire fucking track. So that's honestly definitely a negative in my opinion. I wish it wasn't like that. I wish, you know, you could, I don't know, switch it up on the instrumental. Maybe have a beat switch. Maybe have Central Cee rap on a different type of fucking beat. I mean, Lord Mighty, this man's been rapping on these type of beats forever. I mean, maybe switch it up. Maybe do something crazy. I'm just saying, you know, it could be a lot better. So this beat's kind of basic in my opinion. But let's get into now the verses. Now, this song is not very long, doesn't have much, and it doesn't really have nothing really going for it, in my opinion. You know, you just got this basic-ass hook, which is just the same flow throughout the whole entire song, which is kind of disappointing. So you have the same-ass flow, and this hook is okay. I think it get the job done, but I don't see this hook ever getting stuck in my head, you know, ever letting me go, okay, this is really fire, let me keep, you know, listening to this track, let me get that replay value because this hook is really stuck in my head. I'm not really getting that, so this is not definitely a song that would get stuck in your head. This is more of that kind of gritty, kind of rap, song. But the problem is, if you have a gritty rap song, I want to hear, a gritty rap song. I want to hear, you go fucking crazy on the beat. You really, do your fucking thing on here. When I hear, basic ass Central Cee throughout this whole entire track, just kind of doing the same flow on the hook, and then you get to the verses, and you do got that slight 808 switch up, which sounds really good, really nice, and you're not really getting many flow switches. You only get a couple of flow switches from Central Cee on this song, and I feel like we need more. I feel like Central Cee plays it a little too safe when it comes to the rapping. I mean, go crazy. Do some crazy flow switches. Really just add something. Add an element to the song. Make it really stand out. I fucking hear this shit. I'm just like, man, this is okay. This gets the job done. I'm sure this could get stuck in your head. But it's still the same UK drill rap flow. Just kind of repackaged over and over and over and over again. I mean, Lord goddamn mighty. And I mean, the worst thing, too, is that this song is over in a flash. You get to that second portion of the song, and it's just kind of the same flow. So when it gets to the hook side of the song, the hook sounds the same as the verses, and then the song just kind of ends. And this is what happens when you do these short-ass songs, but you don't add a bunch of elements. You don't add a bunch of flow switches. You don't add something to keep this shit fresh, to keep this shit sounding fresh throughout the whole entire fucking song. It's just like, goddamn, add something to this shit, switch that piano up, maybe add more fucking keys in there, maybe add a synth. I mean, shit, go the Drake route, add a fucking sample or some shit to, really, elevate your beat, to really keep it fresh and keep it going. I hear this, and it's just, no, it's just the basic ass shit. So, overall, guys, when we talk about Central Cee Booga, well, this was Booga fucking ass. This was Booga fucking shit. This was Booga fucking basic as hell. I mean, come on. A minute, 50 seconds, and I literally listened to the song, and I said, wow, that's fucking it. That's all we got from this song was, I'll be real with y'all, a basic ass, kind of shitty ass verses, couple of verses, and then you got a hook that is not even that good, in my opinion. This shit just kind of ends. I mean, Central Cee sounds like bro is rapping and mumbling and flowing, and it's just all the same shit that I've heard throughout my whole entire time span of talking about Central Cee. I mean, goddamn, we talked about his Greatness album, and there was this same problem, and it's still the same problem. But hey, maybe he'll switch it up on his next song. Maybe his next album he'll try something new, hopefully. But overall, I'm just going to give this song it's not worse than some other tracks that I've checked out this week, so I'd probably just give it a 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10, guys. What y'all think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow. Turn on notifications, guys. We're dropping new content every single day. And, guys, I'm thinking how I want to do this. This is kind of, I said I was going to be doing something kind of different for Sunday night. We might be doing it for Monday night. We're going to see how things go. Hopefully, everything works out. We might be trying something a little bit new on Monday night. It won't be the same music review. It might be, something kind of news-related, kind of variety kind of thing. Just kind of talking about a topical topic. It's going to be something like that. So make sure y'all get ready for that. I will be getting ready for that for on Monday night. But yeah, we're going to try that, see how it goes, start off, hey, we'll start off December with, something else. But yeah, guys, thank y'all so much for listening. I can't wait to do some other stuff for y'all. And thank you so much for supporting the goddamn show. Look, Central Cee, he's not the worst artist out there. I usually do like Central Cee's rapping and stuff like that. It's just, guys, come on. This is like listening to, Lil Baby in, 2021. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn. Switch it up. Add something else to it. Lord mighty. Anyways, guys, I'll see y'all later. Have a good one. Yeah, guys.